So I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys this girl in between. So this is me, of course it is. This is my youngest sister and this is my second sister. Now I want you guys to take a closer look at this girl. This was when she just recovered from leukemia. I mean, I did my makeup so that I can have this cat eye look, okay? Now I want you guys to take a closer look at this girl. This was when she just recovered from leukemia. I mean, I did my makeup so that I can have this cat eye look, okay? But did you really see like how she's trying to frame her hair over her face? It's like she's trying to cover up herself. It's like, might as well you don't see her, okay? And she is trying to sort of hide, actually, even in this picture, okay? Now, the point of me sharing that is because that was just about 4.5 years ago. I think it was about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And that girl and this person, this girl today is like, I think it's two different people. And in this video, I want to actually share what actually helped me come up from that place of constantly wanting to hide myself, constantly feeling ashamed of myself. I constantly had this thing where I was ashamed of, you know, my angular face. I was constantly worried about my weight. I mean, all these little things are just a symptom of a deeper root cause that I didn't realize then. This process of actually coming out of my shell, coming out of my skin, becoming this woman that I am today in comparison to that girl in that picture, okay? From me today, coming to who I am today, and this lady, this girl who just came out of her leukemia, you know, she was still trying to embrace herself. She was still trying to break through from the place of insecurity. She was still healing from leukemia and coming into this lady, this woman that I am today. Has been a process. Has really been a process. And in this video, this is what we're going to talk about. So hey guys, that was a long introduction. My name is Jessica and welcome to this video. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please visit the link and subscribe because that will help me. But more than that, you know, I'm about to share with you something that might be of interest to you, especially if you know that you have residual issues with your parents, or specifically in this video, we're going to talk about your mother. And before we even go there about talking about you, I'll share a little bit more about me and what I've learned throughout the years, the importance of making peace and resolving issues. I know that's a hard word to say, but actually literally facing the issues that we've had with our parents and with our mom. In my case, we're talking about the mother today, and how that is so absolutely pivotal, important when you important in relation to your career, in relation to your success in life. And before that, let's just move into a personal story that I have. So as I mentioned earlier with the picture that I showed you, you know, there was this distinct this difference in this lady, this girl, and how she looks. Like I was literally trying to hide my face, you know. I was so always ashamed. I was always trying to do this. I was always trying to cover myself. I mean, I do that now for picture because I know it still look good, but I generally, you know, I generally don't have an issue with, you know, like showing up to be who I am. But I'll tell you that was certainly an issue for me then. When I first recovered from leukemia, it was a time when I was recovering and finding myself, getting into my own skin and getting comfortable with my sensuality, my femininity, which, you know, now I've very comfortably grown into, but that took some time. And I was a person who I had issues with myself. I had issues with so many things about myself, you know. I was obviously insecure because I was very influenced by the thought process of my family and how things are done, that it's very difficult for me to do certain things that I've wanted to do. breaking out from that in the past few years has been amazing. But looking back now, the fundamental work of doing how did I do that is really what I want to share with you guys today, and it has all got to do with our mothers. So here I'm gonna share something with you from Hellinger.com, the founder of the Family Constellation, which is a therapy. I call it a systemic. I wouldn't say therapy, but Family Constellation takes a systemic look into our family dynamics, and the purpose of Family Constellation is to help people balance out their family dynamics, so there's peace, there's harmony, there's restoration of love. And with the restoration of the unhealthy family dynamics, which many of us experience. If you have a family, you probably will have that if you don't really know how this works. And then these issues and the symptoms show up in our lives with careers that don't work out, relationships that fail, self-health issues, maybe even, there's so many symptoms of unbalanced family dynamics, unbalanced, unhealthy relationships we have with our parents that shows up as symptoms in our lives, in our personal lives. Maybe some of us have addiction issues, some of us has relationship issues. We attract the wrong people, we attract toxic people, we have people cheating on us, or we cannot commit. We have this fear of committing or being really present in our relationship, because that's part of the symptom. The because is we don't really know what the real issue is, but I'm pointing out in this video what might be one of the source of the issues. Especially you might be having career issues, feeling unsupported in your success with life, having issues at work. I've also seen this happening where issues at work. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear that. I can hear the motorbike. So I've worked with this lady whom she was having some stress at work, and that was the symptom of one of the root cause of the issue was something related to her mother, which made me realize how important this work is. So let's go. Let me share this sentence with you from Hellinger.com, Family Constellation, Basic Orders of Life, and this is about the mother. So let me just read this. Take it how you will. What makes us successful here and prepares us for later success in our lives and in our profession? ? To take her as the source of our life, i.e. the mother, with everything that flows from her to us. With her, we take our life. So with our mother, we take our life. And this taking is active. So in the sentence, we have to suck to make her milk flow. Okay? We must call for her to come. We must rejoice in what she gives us. She makes us rich. Later in life, it becomes clear. Whoever succeeds in taking their mother completely in this way will be successful and happy. For just as someone relates to their mother, this is going to be important. For just as someone relates to their mother, they also relate to their life and their profession. As far as they reject their mother, they also reject life, their work, and their profession. Just as a person rejoices in their mother, so they rejoice in life and in their work. Just as the mother gives and gives them more and more if they take from her with love, so their life and their work gives them success to the same extent. The one who has resentments against their mother also has them against life and against happiness. As their mother withdraws from them as a result of their reservations and their rejection, so life and their success withdraw from them. I will put this this sentence here so that you can take your time and read it. The reason why I have taken the time to read it for you is because I experienced that exactly as that. I experienced the second sentence. As far as they reject their mother, they also reject their life and work. And this is where it really hit me. Just as the mother gives and gives them more and more, if they take from her with love, so their life and their work gives them success to the same extent. And this is really, really what I felt. And life success is so objective. We have different forms of successes. Where I've related this personally is my work, my success in my projects, my momentum in my projects, my will and my drive and my this is like this drive, this force that helps me focus, that helps me feel so passionate about what I do. I realized that day when I made this, when I allowed myself to receive from my mother, and I'm about to be emotional here, but the time I remember that I felt my mom, actually I felt her support. And this was about also a year ago, funnily enough, when everything flew. I felt her support then. And if my mom is watching this, thank you, Mom. Because I really felt in my heart, I felt her support for the first time in the longest time. Now, this is not to say, your mother is at fault, your mother is not supporting you, or, faulting my mother for not supporting me. Everybody has their own time and space in their own life journey. We learn as we grow. And this is very important for us to realize, okay? And this is the work that I do. If in any way, you feel like blameful and angry and resentful of your parents, let's talk. Reach out to me. Let's talk, because this is the work that I actually do. So coming back, before I lead to that, let's talk about this. So my mom, I really literally felt her support. I felt for the first time, I felt like my mother supports me, and I continuously feel that today until now. And if I may, I think I can attest to that. I never fully understood what this meant, because I've learned about family constellation 2 years back. But really consolidating that and integrating that into my body, and just sort of like, coming to this fruition and learning how it feels like now that I'm home with my mother, feeling her support this way, feeling healed this way, feeling like my mother is there for me. I never ever in my life actually thought that I will feel it this way. This is the truth. And if my mom is watching this, Mommy, I love you. There's a reason why we're doing this, right? I never would have thought, there's so many things that happened. I didn't think that my mom would be the person that she is today. I constantly tell her, when I speak to my friends and I talk about her, I'm constantly saying how proud I am of her. And this is the thing, when you do this work on yourself, when I started Family Constellation, I did the work, it's on myself, I did it for myself. I see things shifting with my own mother. So the work is more like, you don't think that you have to drag your mother along to change her, to change her. It's not about her, it's about you. We're the child, we're the children, and we're individuals, human, living life, taking responsibility for our own lives. Therefore, the power of change comes from us. And this is what I want to share with you today, what I've experienced with that transformation, and where it's gotten me to today, and why this is extremely powerful. Now, I forgot one point of what I wanted to say earlier. I wanted to say that, right, if you're feeling resentful and you feel like, it's your parents' fault or whatever it is, the point is, and I actually spoke about that already, that it's not about the feeling of resentfulness or anger is really just part of the process that you will have to look into in to heal yourself and the relationship with your parents. A lot of us partake into this work because they see things failing in their lives. They're either not getting the money that they want, they're either feeling extremely stressed out, burnt out. They see that, they're the people in their life treating them that way, in the same way that actually, when you really look at it, goes back down to the treatment that they received from their parents. And there's something called, I was speaking to a friend today, there's something called the attachment style. So what we experience from our caregivers and our caregivers, caretakers, our parents from a younger age, we have that. We we then interact with the way we interact with others around us, whether it is in an intimate relationship, whether it is in Korea, we sort of have that same attachment style where sometimes we, how am I going to say it? We experience what we have experienced back before with our parents, back to childhood, back with whoever who's taking care of us. So maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be with your parents, but in this video we're talking specifically about the parents. This is the work. Okay, this is today in this video I want to share this with you. I just want to share this transformation. But if in any way, if this is you and you resonate with this video, give me a thumbs up here and just comment and tell me what your experience has been like with your parents, and let's talk. It's how that shows up, right? So what happens is the symptoms with an unhealthy or unbalanced relationship with our parents. The symptoms shows up in many forms. If you're experiencing lack of success, if you're experiencing projects not working out, if you're experiencing not having the money you want, not having the relationship you want, all of these things have its fundamental root cause. And my thinking is, if there is one fundamental root cause to so many of those issues that we experience in our lives, why not look at it? And this is my invitation to you. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below and let's see what happens. And stay tuned, watch this space for other videos coming up. If you're watching this from YouTube, follow me on Facebook, because I'll be sharing more of this stuff. I'll be sharing more of what I've been doing with my mom, stuff that I never thought that I will enjoy doing. I don't enjoy doing certain things. Like this week is the week of Chinese New Year. I hate Chinese New Year, and if you watch my space, I will share with you another video explaining why I hated my home. And I will share that on Facebook. Perhaps I'll put it on YouTube as well. Why I hated my home. Okay, it's going to be quite interesting, and how I worked through that process. I never liked Chinese New Year, but I promised my mother, and I could do it out of love, to give to her as a child and say, Mom, let's do Chinese New Year differently. What would you like to do? Let's do it, because I know it will make her happy. And being able to do this from a very empowered position makes me feel great as a human being and as a daughter, and not doing it because I am resentful, because I don't want her to nag at me. It's really doing it out of a deep reverence and choice. And coming to making decisions in this manner is always the most empowering and the most healing, even for myself, and I know also for my mother. So I'll leave this video for a bit. I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Click thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Bless. Peace.